down, boy.
Stop it. Is
All right.
it on?
It's on, man. It's
Okay.
it's
All right,
flecking.
let's get
Look,
on.
he's leaving.
He's
He
out
ain't got
here.
time for this.
I wasn't full of this.
Here, roll your window down. Come here. Get him in here.
I'm coming.
Look, this guy is ready to roll.
Oh, I don't blame him.
What's your name?
Frank Brooks.
Frank Brooks.
Frank Brooks, yeah.
Frank. He just got in from New Mexico.
New Mexico.
He drove 22 hours, hasn't slept, getting in it and heading back.
Oh my gosh.
He's my kind of guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Be
He's
safe.
all set.
All right.
Let
Frank,
us know.
see you, buddy. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I mean, he ain't got time to fool around.
We ain't got time.
I got it.
Man, his truck's clean.
Let us know how you do, okay? All right, buddy. Turn.
He's heading out.
He needs to turn.
16.
Yep.
Incred-I-Box heading out.
Wow.
Look, we got a sticker on it.
All up. We're getting organized.
The magnets.
Listen, I came up here to help Mr. Khan, which is right here.
Right there, and
Yep.
he's from New Mexico.
He's from New Mexico.
Hey,
They're
did you
from New
know
Mexico.
him?
I'm gonna die.
We just exchanged phone numbers. We're friends for
Well,
life.
good.
Yeah. Now he came in to get. He's got the off-grid solar.
Well, everybody wanted to know why the ambulance was here.
Well, here, can
That's my
I?
rig.
I'm gonna.
That is awesome.
He's sleeping in here.
Okay.
It's a pig pen, but I don't care. You can look at it.
He's so awesome. He's from Arizona, going to New Mexico, buying land, going to live in his Incred-I-Box for a couple years. Right. What are you pointing
That's
at?
the only microphone there is. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, that's okay.
So it's just a big mess.
Isn't that, he's
Wow,
living in
you're
there.
so organized. Look at that.
Yeah, he just threw it in there.
So you just bought how long have you had it?
I bought it from someone who set one up, so it's kind of turnkey. I just added some extra solar panels, and I'm using
So cool.
I'm using a Blue Eddy solar generator to run everything.
I want
Nice.
an ambulance.
Aw, listen. And he's going to tow his Incred-I-Box with it.
Oh my goodness. Look at there.
Yep.
Wow.
So we're in what part of New Mexico are you going?
You gotta get closer, Randy.
I'm going to be staying in Elephant Butte, which is about middle of New Mexico for a while.
Elephant Butte.
Yeah, it's a little place where they have where there's a river there. The Rio Grande goes through there.
Yeah.
And they have a wide area that they have a lake there, and so I'm staying at an RV park there.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be using the Incred-I-Box at that location for a while.
Have you already called them and let you know what you're going to bring? Are they okay with that?
Yeah, they're all fine with it. I got my little slip set up and everything, so
Good.
it
Okay.
should be fine.
Will you be able to work on it while you're there?
Yeah, that's one of the few places that
Isn't that cool?
they'll even let you work on your own truck, so it's great.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
How many units are in that one? How many slips?
They have about 40
Okay.
40 of them.
Okay.
So, and various sizes. One should fit mine just fine.
Oh, good. You were lucky to get in there. What's the weather like now? What's it like there?
It's like here right
Is
now.
it?
Yeah, it's really nice. The monsoons are starting to die out a little bit.
Okay.
So it's getting nicer.
Oh, good.
And I look forward to the cold weather and test the Incred-I-Box. Amazing weather stability.
Yes.
So.
And we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
See what's going on. I'd love to get where you could have a thermometer inside and out
Okay.
while you're in that thing.
Yeah, I do have something like that.
And let us
Okay.
know what it is. We got other people. I'm going to try to have them help us with that, just so we can get a really good reading of what's
Now,
going on.
where are you going to spend the winter?
In Elephant Butte.
Over there.
They have the lowest it gets is about maybe 15 degrees.
Oh, does it get that cold?
So it's going to be a good test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use that little Walmart
That's
heater
what
like
I
we talked
use,
about,
Yes.
and see how that holds up.
Yeah. I like to see how it sucks your battery. You got two batteries or one?
The two.
He's got two.
So probably go ahead
Man.
and say that he's completely off grid.
Well, he
Right?
got the solar off grid. He didn't
Okay.
get the water catchment and the compost, the
I am
tankless.
I am interested in that as a second box if my finances work that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Good.
Yes.
Hey, you can't beat that. Wow.
Right.
But he's got the solar. He got the extra battery.
Yeah.
So right now is the time to do it. This gentleman over here from California, he said he's coming back to get another one. He wants it off grid. He said,
Okay.
I want to get it before Halloween, the 31st.
Yeah.
That's what our cutoff is, because this is just for cost almost. What we're
Right,
doing.
and I would recommend to anybody who has an interest in this amazing Incred-I-Box, the technology in there, the insulation, get the solar option, because electric rates are going to go skyrocketing in the next couple of months.
We heard that.
And so if you don't want to get a $500 electric bill for 1 month or even $1,000.
Oh.
You've got your solar, just unplug and you've saved your cost. You've locked it in.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, and we're doing it for cost. I mean,
Yeah.
right now.
You can't beat that.
You can't beat it.
And jump on it if you can do it. I mean, lock it in. Get your financing.
Good. Thank you for saying that.
Absolutely.
That's true. Yep. And I'm just honest. What I'm doing, I'm putting solar on it to sell more Incred-I-Boxes.
Yep.
That's just what I'm doing. So we're actually having to put a little bit more into it to get it out at the 25. But right now I'm fine. Hey, let's just get these things sold.
I mean, with the way the dollar is going to start to degrade and the inflation going up, all this cost is going to go up. So you got to lock in the price now
Yeah.
Yep.
before it starts to get out of control.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a little nutty by the end of the year. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
But if you can get it now.
I know.
Like we're stockpiling our panels. I called our panel manufacturer and I said, listen, I want every panel you can get your hands on.
Yep.
Right.
And just pile them up,
Right,
because
because
you
you're
don't
going
know
to
what's
lock
going to
your
happen.
cost in, and
got
you
it.
can pass that benefit to your customers.
That's what we're doing. So we're trying to keep it down as long as we can.
Yep,
Right.
that's
Good.
right.
Thank
Well,
you,
even
man.
one of the things that I'd mentioned in one of the other shows is that the dog food that I bought last year is $7 more than a year ago. Just my dog food. So everything else is going up because I looked at it one day and I went, wait a minute.
I mean, that has to be probably 30-40%.
Yeah, $7.
Wow.
In 1 year.
Right,
So
right. And it's going to get to the point where you can't find the dog food.
exactly, that's right.
Yeah, meats went up, groceries went up.
Everything.
Right. So
Yep.
We need to prepare. Be mindful. Yep.
And especially what we're doing. I mean,
I
if
know.
you out and buy what we got and we're putting it in there,
Yep.
it would cost you that much money.
Yep.
And then you have to do it yourself.
Right. It's like free labor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So good.
So you got solar panels up there on the ambulance.
Yeah. I put 1,000 watts on this thing so I could get as much charge as fast as I can because
Yes.
I have small capacity. But with 10 kilowatts in that box,
Gosh.
I got my own power
You
generator.
got it made. That's
He's-
awesome.
Think about it. He's got 10 times the solar that he does on this.
Unbelievable.
2 big lithium batteries in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
This is a 0.2 kilowatt. That's a 10.
That's awesome.
That's-
I
yeah.
can't wait to hear how it all goes.
Yeah.
I use the Blue Eddy AC Max, which is a nice, it's about 60, 70 pounds. It does a lot of good work, but it runs out of power too quick. Got my
Wow.
coffee and my microwave, and it sucks it down.
Yep.
If you got plenty of sunshine during the day, it's not a problem.
Yep.
But 10 kilowatts, I don't think I'll ever have a problem.
Wow. Now that's
There
great.
you go.
That's right.
And then if he had his off-grid with the compost tank, his water heater on. I talked to a guy just left today, he's a friend of mine out of Knoxville, and he has educated me on a water reclamation. They can reclaim gray water, Amanda,
Yeah.
or water right out of that river, 400 gallons a day
Really?
for a very, very marginal cost.
Seriously?
So I'm looking into if I can apply that to our off-grid, we are set.
I would be very interested in
We can
Yes.
take that 100-gallon tank on there and go around and around and around and reuse
Really?
it. You don't want to use it a lot. He said probably 5 times you're using the same. I mean, you're using your shower water. Remember we had that, I had come up with that system about 5 years ago.
recycling.
And, yes,
Yeah.
and it was really labor intensive, but it worked. Now they've got it, the technology, now they got it where you can just back flush, change your filters and done.
Wow.
This will take that creek water, pond water, or your gray water, refilter it over and over. So if you had
Really?
like 3,000 gallons in a stationary place, you could refill your water like in a desert area, which he
Which is
needs.
why I do
Yeah.
that.
He needs,
And
yep,
that'll just extend your window of water.
you got it.
Wow.
You got it. So stay tuned. Stay tuned,
There you
everybody.
go, stay
right.
tuned.
See what happens.
Can we show around the outside of his ambulance? I know they're going to want to see that.
And he's going to take this and pull that Incred-I-Box.
Wee woo, wee woo. Wee woo. Oh my
Blue
God.
wee woo.
That is awesome.
Wow.
That is so cool.
Do you notice the Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Yeah.
I do. Now, why does it have blue? What does that mean?
It's from the previous owner. It's from an artist who set this up. I don't know the background of it.
Yeah, that's cool. Wee woo, I heard on SpongeBob. Patrick Starr said it. So I'm just saying. I'm cheesy like that.
Aw.
That's cute. Love it. All right. And
All right,
you're
we're-
heading out today?
That's the plan. I got a lot of prep. I got to set up my pitch and my rear camera and all
Okay.
that stuff, so it'll be a while.
Okay. All right. Good,
Well,
good.
we're going to come back and get him when he leaves, and then I want to get this guy before he heads out. He's just got him from
He
California.
just got him from California.
He's going,
yeah.
so that's 3. You got him, this one, and Mr. Khan.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Good.
So
well,
we'll get
come
back.
with you.
All right, we'll see
Yep.
you again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's cool. All right. So we've got so they're looking for pitch.
All right, so we're getting your house ready.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I'm gonna go help him, Gary.
Amanda, you
Okay,
still
that's
alive?
good.
I'm still
Look,
alive.
everybody splits when I bring a camera over
I'm gonna
here.
go help get us.
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
Like,
Tom,
yeah.
take it off.
I got work to do.
So you're from California,
Yes, sir.
right? And how did you hear from us? How did you hear about us? YouTube?
I think YouTube. I think it was doing a search. I don't know if it was a website first and then YouTube, or if it
Yeah.
was YouTube then the
Okay.
website. Yeah.
Well, I always get in my brain, you're in California, we're in Tennessee, you see what we're doing, all these videos, we try to bring as much content as we can for everybody to feel good about what we're doing.
Right.
Apparently you trusted and felt like what we were doing was the real deal
Yes.
to drive all the way from California to buy one of these.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you know, I've watched a lot of your videos.
Yeah.
And just looking at the quality, looking at some of the previous customers' comments.
Okay.
And you know how excited they were when they saw it, and when you did the inside, you know, the inside tour of it. I've watched probably all of those.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. Just looks like it makes sense.
Yeah.
And I needed an office
Okay.
outside of the house,
Okay.
and I was like, you know, this is almost perfect.
Yeah.
This is perfect because the little I saw you guys talking about, you know, making the kitchen countertop shorter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was her
Well,
idea.
that's going to
yeah.
be my desk. That is
Okay.
actually going to be my
Perfect.
desk.
Well,
there you go.
So my setup's
Good.
going to go right on top of there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to get a taller chair,
Yeah.
adjustable chair,
Yep.
and that's going to actually be my sitting area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we
And
thought about doing it as a hinge to satisfy everybody.
That's
if they
perfect.
wanted
That
up,
would be perfect.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
That
saying?
would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to look into
Give that
doing that.
option.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you can, you
That's
know,
great.
you can make it structure-wise with some legs that come
Yep.
down
Yeah,
to, you know, increase
absolutely.
the structure. And
Mhm.
like you said, some people might want to use it today for something, and
Yeah.
then tomorrow they don't. If you cut it off, you don't have it.
And
That's
you're
period.
done.
it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Good.
So there is no way, price-wise, you could find something like this in California.
Nothing I've seen. I mean, you have some independent people who do some builds.
Mhm.
The problem with that is they've got, you know, no warranty. Obviously, they're telling you however it is, whatever it is what you get. You don't really know the quality.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the certifications yours has.
Mhm.
You know, and then there's just trust built in
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that somebody's doing
Yeah.
well, obviously, because they're selling, right?
Yeah.
And then something that you're doing, you know, rote, right? You're doing
Yep.
it again and again and again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a process to it. I
Exactly.
don't know what some
You're
guy in
right.
his backyard is doing.
Yeah.
But as far as a company, I haven't seen any company that comes close to selling something like this that's going to last
That's awesome.
and its quality, you know.
Yeah.
So was it what what you thought it was when you come up here and you looked at it?
I haven't seen it inside, but absolutely. I've seen so many videos. Though. It's,
Aw.
like I said, it's like I know you guys, but
He come here, he's like at home, you know?
Exactly.
It's
That's
I
right.
feel like I've been here before. You know, it's like
That's
deja
cool.
vu. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
No, they look just like I expected it to look.
We've got so many out here, we're trying to find his house. We got
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
40 of them here, so we're going to
And
bring it
trying-
up.
And also, what are you thinking about doing on the outside of it?
I'm really thinking about doing the flex. What do you call it? The
Stucco?
stucco.
Yeah.
Stucco
Mhm.
flex.
There
Spray.
you go.
Spray.
Spray.
Okay.
Yeah. Instead of doing a roll on, I think I'm going to spray it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or not roll on, but like what do you call it?
Yeah, like where you, yeah,
trowel
it
trowel
on.
it on,
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
I've been looking at some guys, and I'm thinking about doing that inside. I mean, on the outside, and then inside, I'm thinking about doing something similar. But I was looking at some guys who have another product, and it's like cement.
Oh, okay.
It's like a cement, and it looks industrial,
Nice.
kind
Yeah.
of contemporary industrial
Yeah.
look. So I'm thinking about that,
That'd be
but you know,
nice.
I have time. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing just
What do you do for work? What will you do in the
Um,
office?
day trading actually.
No
Really? A
way.
lot?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
God.
Randy had a friend that went to the bathroom and lost how much money?
30 grand.
Yes.
He went, took a leak,
I
come
learned
back,
that
and was like,
lesson.
I forgot to
learned-
set my alarm.
I learned that lesson.
Yes.
I've been in IT for years. IT manager, IT director positions. I
Really?
sustained a brain injury. so I had to find something else to do. And that's what I started doing. And early on,
So you're saying it doesn't take brains to be a day
not
trader?
at all. No. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Actually, I would say this.
Yeah.
I think it takes more psychology than it does brains.
Knowledge.
Okay.
It's the most difficult thing I've ever done, and it's not because
I heard it was hard.
It's
I
not
did
because of technical
too.
knowledge. It's not because of not understanding the process. It's the impulse control.
Temptation.
Oh, really?
It's structure.
God.
It's staying structured, sticking to your rules.
Yep.
Oh.
And having impulse control and getting and
In and out
no
when you're
emotions,
supposed to.
No
Yep.
emotions.
Don't fall
Oh,
in
wait a
love.
minute. So you don't go with your gut?
No.
You can't.
No hoping and wishing.
I
That
know.
doesn't move the market.
No.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, and emotions. I hope this works. None of that
No,
stuff.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Good for you. How long you been doing that?
About, I'd say as long as 6 years from a hobby perspective, and maybe about 2-3 years full time.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
I mean, I heard once you're in it, it's like hard to get out of it because you kind of lose the rhythm if you pull away from it for a week or two. Is that right?
No, sometimes you need to take a break.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mind.
Okay.
Sometimes you need to kind of clear your mind. You can get too high,
Okay.
Yeah.
and you can get too low.
Right.
And I think either one of those are bad
Yeah.
for trading, investing. I think sometimes you have to pull away from it and
Perspective, huh?
Perspective completely.
Got it.
I've even pulled away from it and done paper trading,
Really?
where you trade with like monopoly money, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
If your broker allows that, because it kind of gets you back in your rhythm and kind of
Slows it down a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes.
Exactly. It gets rid of that emotion.
Yeah.
I've been losing. I've had a
Wow.
losing week, and then you go in there kind of intimidated
Yeah.
and afraid, or you've been making too much money. Then you're like, oh, I've got this locked.
Yes. Yeah.
Lose your butt.
Yeah,
That's right. So you're doing pretty good with it then.
I'm doing pretty good.
Good for
Aw,
you.
good. At least he's
That
living,
ain't
you know.
easy.
He bought an Incred-I-Box.
Yeah, he sure did.
That's cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now he also said he was thinking about using these as maybe rentals or
Okay.
fixing them up and selling them and
Yeah.
all kinds
So
of things.
can you have it? So do you have a house right now and you can put this in your backyard?
I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
There
That's
you go.
right.
Well, obviously,
right.
I'm making an office, right?
Yes.
So I'm not going to be
Living
living,
Living
in it
in
anyway.
it,
So
yeah.
nothing anybody
Yeah.
can say anyway. But if I
Right.
do, like I said, I really believe I'm going to try to get a couple more before the 31st.
Absolutely.
I want to get the off-grid
Okay.
There
and
you
then
go.
one not, and then I'll worry about all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Cool.
Maybe putting on a piece of property. And I was telling
That's
my
right.
buddy who came with me that I'd like to even find a nice piece of property, buy some water, and do
Yes.
maybe Airbnb with
Yeah.
one or two of them.
That's
also,
right.
and, put them out there. So
Man, that'd be great.
yeah.
Oh my God, we're so excited.
It just
for
makes
you.
so many options.
Oh, it does.
He's got an office, Airbnb. He could do the things that he's doing.
Yep.
And being out in that market, he could sell it, man, to make some money.
know.
Yeah.
Come back and buy another one.
There you go. Be one of the sales reps. But make some
I
money with us.
already got approved. I just need to sign my paperwork.
Do that with us. Do
Perfect.
it.
Good.
You do
Yeah.
great.
Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that's exciting to see
Yeah.
what we've thought about coming through
Coming to
and
pass,
people
yeah.
getting in it and
Well,
making it
You can see
happen,
the
man.
excitement watching the videos.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
see the excitement on people. The excitement of people having their own.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then the different ideas people have. I mean, it's pretty powerful. And,
Yeah.
and right
Nice.
now, with the way the economy is going,
Yes.
people are hurting. And
They are.
I even had somebody stop by the house one day and say, "Hey, do you have a room for rent?"
Wow.
And
Wow.
I told my wife, I was like, "There's no way I don't know them. And no way I could do that."
Yeah.
But I said,
Just the
thought of
Wow.
that.
Oh my gosh.
And then when you have something like this, and somebody comes by and it's like, "Well, how
Yeah.
long do you need to?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd have been a different conversation altogether.
man.
Well, let me tell you, the people, we have probably a handful that came from California that were renting a room with 4 and 5 people.
Yep.
So they were ecstatic to have their own little tiny house
Yep.
to themselves.
Man,
Your own
couldn't
space,
afford
your
it.
own bathroom, your own
Your
kitchen.
own stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
and that's, I don't want to say again what I've done, but we went to Newport and said, hey,
Yeah.
in the city of Newport, if you let these in the backyard, if there's a $500 a month rent, we'll give $100 a month to the city.
To the city.
So at the end of the year, they get $1,200. And I said, you know, if you had 1,000 of these little things scattered all over the city limits, that's over $1 million a year revenue for the city.
For the city.
But it's always the political red tape that kills
Well,
when it doesn't make sense.
I know. You know, they said, well, it's going to have to go before the board, go before the planning commission. Then we're going to have a public hearing.
Yes.
And I said, good.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if the public and the board and everybody okayed this sucker?
Yeah.
Then it would be like, wow.
I mean, I understand the point of messing up or diminishing property value, right?
I do too.
Right,
I do too.
But when you have something that's well made, it looks good, then to me it's actually a boon to the property
and you
value.
could say how you want it to look on the outside. It needs to be painted. It needs to have steps. And blah blah blah.
Well, think about it. If you sold your primary home with an Incred-I-Box in the backyard, it's income producing.
Yes.
It's worth more money than just a regular house.
And it helps people get approved easier, because anytime you have rental income now, you have income coming in.
See
That's
that?
right. I know. That's a great point. We've not said that.
I didn't think about that. Yep. Awesome.
Because there's some lenders are starting to lend money based upon what your rental income is.
Well, 21st Mortgage just left here, and he said, you know, when you get to a certain criteria, he said, we don't look at your credit score.
No.
He said, we're looking at your debt income ratio.
Yep.
So if you got 500 to 1,000 coming in off an Incred-I-Box in the backyard,
that's what he said.
That's going to help matters. Yeah. Wow, it just helps all the way around. And the biggest thing is price point.
Yeah.
Because if that was $60,000, you would not be here.
It wouldn't make any sense.
Nobody would. They can't. Even if it was a pretty one, 60. That ain't working.
It don't
for
make
that.
any sense.
This works.
And the thing about it is, you got to look at the cost of actually coming all the way out here and getting it.
That's right.
That's an additional cost. So know if people are doing that.
That's right.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
Well, we had, let's see, Naomi was from Fresno.
I saw that video.
Did you see that? Listen,
yeah.
It was like today. We had 3 people. It was boom, boom. We had 5 that day.
She texted me last night and got home.
Good.
She finally got home.
How many? She's pulling with a little SUV, right?
No, she went to Florida.
She went to Florida.
That lady had a rental box truck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
And then Gina, her and her boyfriend had a truck.
Yeah, I didn't hear back from them.
Yeah, I can't remember the other one. It was Michelle or Lisa. I can't remember.
And she was in Florida.
Yeah, she went to Florida.
Yeah.
I remember you when they were pulling down. She was like, hey, she's driving like she stole it. I was like, that's
she just hauled out of here, man. Wham!
I saw her make that left turn. I was like, wow.
She didn't care.
I mean, took off.
Yeah.
And she said she had never pulled a trailer before. I was like, oh my gosh. I hope when she gets home, is it going to be on the drums?
She texted me. Oh, she called me when she got home. She said, hey, she goes, you know what? I never did get to 80. She goes, but I held it at 65.
Oh my gosh.
65.
I told my buddy, I said, our trip home is going to be a lot slower than the one coming out here.
We'll see.
I mean, I'm not worried about the vehicle.
Right.
I'll forget it's back there, but still.
Yes.
You know, dealing with those semis and
I
stuff.
know it,
Well, Randy told me to get in tell him the story, what happened real quick.
We had a big old long trailer, about 30-footer, and she said, how am I going to pull this? Because I had to drive another truck.
Oh, okay.
And I said, just get in that thing, drive it like a car. Well, it was like that, but right here was a big pylon. She had to make a U-turn, like a turnout. You know what she did? She started turning right here.
Oh, yeah.
Knocked the whole abutment in the creek, took a fender and bent it into a tire.
I did.
The tires wouldn't rotate. I didn't have any tools, had nothing. I had to get a fence post out of a field, a metal fence post, and pry that fender out of that tire, and it was 95
And he got
degrees.
out and he said, what'd you do that for? I said, he said, why didn't you pull out? I said, I don't pull out with my car.
God.
You don't think about that.
No.
You don't think about that inside tire.
Yeah, it's like,
He said, drive it like your car. Okay.
Gosh.
Done.
I learned that lesson the first day I pulled a 50-foot gooseneck on a friend's truck, and he was giving me a lesson, and I went into this place that works on trailers. They had just repaired their post of their fence, their rolling gate from somebody else who pulled in. And I'm starting turning, and he's like, are you clear? I'm like, I got plenty of room.
Yeah.
Plenty of room.
And then all of a sudden he's like, stop! And the guys come running out of the shop, and they're like, stop! I just cut off the whole pole.
Oh.
And I just went, what are you gonna do? I mean, come on.
Exactly.
I said, you're supposed to be teaching me. You should have been watching the inside of the.
Not my fault. That's
Not my
right.
fault.
Let's see a
right.
fifth wheel.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the gooseneck. So then I was coming down. It's coming down out of like Nevada down the 15 freeway, and really bad winds in this area called Fontana in California.
Yeah.
And I was in the slow lane, right? I was all the way in the right lane, and I looked in my left mirror, and the back of my was a 53-foot gooseneck was actually in the second lane
Oh
over.
my gosh.
Almost the entire lane. The whole thing was coming down the road this way. The winds were so heavy.
You took up 2 lanes.
2 lanes. Didn't even know it. And I tell people all the time, you know, driving a trailer, it's different. It's different.
Oh, it is.
Wow.
I'm always nervous when I pull. I don't care. And I'm nervous when anybody leaves here. I
Yes.
said, please, just text me. I want to know how you're doing.
You
know?
will forget it because I pulled it up there with my
your truck.
Oh, we pulled it back. We come back from somewhere, from the lake last week.
Yeah.
We forgot it was back there. It was like, I was talking.
Yeah, you got me all aggravated and everything.
Well, you get me aggravated. What are you talking about?
God.
I'm going back to California.
You're-
Hey, teach me to day trade.
Yeah, go.
Your guys' videos, man, I'm like, I was telling Randy, I said, sometimes I watch the video, and then I forgot what the subject was because I was getting into your guys' thing.
You forget what you're doing, like watching like.
What are we watching about?
I was entertained, but what was this one about?
What a mess! I
Yeah.
swear.
Yep.
Yeah, I was looking. I told my buddy, I said, I'm looking forward to meeting you guys.
Oh,
come
good.
down here.
We're glad we got to come up here.
I mean,
Absolutely.
man, 3 of them. I thought help him, then he pulls in and he pulls in. I'm like, good.
When
God.
I put up, I was like, wow, there's a lot of people coming out.
Well, last week, whenever Naomi and all of them were here, we were headed to Will and Becky's. We never showed up.
Wow.
It's
But
like,
that's a good problem.
It is
It
a good
is.
problem.
I'm loving seeing everybody back
Yes.
here go, 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 go.
And finding
Yeah.
out why they why they bought the home. That's one
Right.
thing that we really didn't know. It's like,
I
oh,
know.
we sold one, but why did they get it? Why was it? Was the price? Is a kid living in it? What's everybody doing with it?
Yeah, when you guys are doing what you're doing, and for the reasons you're doing it, the why is always important. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
That's kind of what you go back and talk to your team about, to say this is why we
This
work
is
as
why.
hard as we work, and
That's right.
this is why we expect the quality we want.
That's
and, I
right.
mean, those are the whys are the reasons that get it done the right way.
That's
you know?
right.
So
Yeah.
That's right.
yeah, it's,
That's right.
It's
Good.
nice that you guys talk about your working crew as like family, and you
Yep.
know, you care about people and making sure jobs are in the
Yep.
community, and I mean that's all good stuff.
That's right.
And that's
Exactly.
another reason why the fact that it's kind of recycled doors is really
Yes,
important.
I was going to ask you about that. What you thought of that?
I mean, to me, that's like, how can you have a better beginning
Yeah.
to say that we're repurposing something that would have wound up maybe in a landfill,
The
Yep.
landfill.
causing a problem someplace else, and that's
Mm-hmm.
actually how we're creating, what it is we're creating. And that,
Yeah.
to me, that's a cool story in and of itself.
Yeah, for something to be going into the trash can,
I know it.
and it's an actual house.
Yeah,
That's-
we've had people want us to
wow.
build these out of structural panels that come created for this, 42 inches wide, 16 inches long, foot long, and it would probably be easier to build and quicker.
Oh,
but
well, of course.
it
Yeah.
costs a lot more,
Yeah.
but it's structural, you got it engineered, it's all set up. And I said, man, it's taking the beauty away from what we're doing. It's not supposed to be
And you look
perfect
at it,
like
and
that.
Yeah.
you see all the rivets, but I mean,
Exactly.
it's like, that to me is like character,
Yeah,
That's what I
right.
think.
That's
Yeah,
character.
that's right.
And
And it's up to you to kind of see what you
wanna
can do with.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
to me, that's kind of the cool thing. I can take this back, and I know I'm not in the contest because I'm too late. But
Yeah.
trust me, I'm going to send pictures.
Oh, you're
like,
in the
hey,
contest.
Oh, you're
I
in
am?
the contest.
Every 100 homes I sell,
100.
I'm pulling out one
Pull
out of
out a
100
name.
and giving one away.
Oh no, yeah, that's cool. I was
Yeah.
talking about the
decorate.
The decorate.
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah,
decorating,
yeah, yeah.
I'm still gonna participate. Just
Okay,
not,
yeah, send it in. That's
yeah,
right.
I'm gonna,
But you're in the next one for the
Free.
100 to pull out. So you
Every
might get
100.
another one.
Yep.
cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Either
That'd
way
be
it goes, I think I'm gonna get another one. Even if I don't win, I think I'm gonna be buying at least one more, maybe
That's
two.
cool.
That'd
Good.
be awesome.
Thank
And then if I can turn it more into business and getting them out in
Yeah.
California, then I'll do it.
Oh, I
like
can't
that.
wait.
We
to
need
see
our
what you do
footprint
for
out there.
sales.
Anything you could do to help us, we'll come out there. What do we got to do to let
Okay.
everybody know out there?
Because you can't beat that
What we can do.
$500 a pop that the salesperson gets. $500 off the customer
That's
gets.
cool. That's cool.
My God,
Yep.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, if it took off out west, we've already talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go to Nevada and put up a factory.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool to have all solar,
That would be
self-powered,
amazing.
everything,
Yeah.
out there?
That'd be
We'll
cool.
build a village for all the guys to work and live.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yep.
And like you said, to create more jobs.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah.
How can that hurt, especially right now with what's going
That's
on?
right.
Yeah.
Randy, we gotta find. Where's
We gotta
his
go.
house? Is that his house? Where's his
Well,
house?
I don't know. They're digging it out.
Now, what's going on? Well, okay, I guess you're just
Thank
gonna
you,
sit
man.
here.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. Nice.
Appreciate
Pleasure
it.
meeting you.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll
We'll
see you
be
again.
back out here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Yep.
Bye.
Hear your voice.
All right. I'm going to tuck this in.
He's over it. Listen, we've run off all the customers.
Every time we come up here, it's like we come here to get one out, and there's like 2, 3,
I
4
know.
other people pulling in. We never get to go back to the office till then. It's like almost the end of the day.
How many times you gonna
All right.
say that?
It's okay. So we've loaded this one up to our ambulance.
Yes.
He's gonna raise this up with a forklift, put his sway bars on here, and get it all set up. He'll probably stay the night and leave in the morning or early.
Okay.
So, but this is a solar-powered Incred-I-Box for $25,000.
Okay.
He was talking earlier how it's such a great deal. Now he got an extra battery for $1,800. So now he's got 10K in this 10 kilowatts.
10 kilowatts.
10 kilowatts, 10,000 watts.
One thing I just want to add is that you need to arrange before you get here to grab a second battery, correct?
Oh, of course. We're not just going to throw it in there as you're going down the road.
Well, I know, but I mean, I think somebody showed up and they said, I want to go ahead and get an extra battery, just so you know.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
luckily we
it's
had
got to be
one.
hooked up and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Luckily we
Yep.
had
But
it.
man, call ahead. We'll get one and put it in there. But
Yes.
yeah, I would. If you're going to order an Incred-I-Box with solar, I'd encourage you to get the other battery for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So he just asked me, the homeowner just asked me, he says, what about the water heater? Is the switch turned on? And we put a switch to activate the water heater off and on.
Okay.
Let's see here. You're going to move that stucco around a little bit?
I'll get your suggestions.
Yeah, okay.
Where do you want all the weight?
Okay. Well, normally you put it on the, towards the
Close
front,
The tongue?
but you don't want it too far because it'll be too much weight on his tongue.
Okay.
So long as we're ahead of the axles, towards the front of the axles.
Okay.
Now up here are his breaker for the water heater. So your water heater breaker is turned off, right? So we make sure that's turned off. He wanted to know if this switch was off or on.
Oh,
now,
that's a good, yeah.
I can't tell if it's off or on. It's got a little insignia on here.
I would think on would be left, but I don't know.
And it doesn't matter because the breaker is turned off,
Okay.
right? So what happens when he gets home, he wants to fill this full of water first. You fill it full of water before you activate your breaker. Turn your breaker on, and then you can turn this on. You can actually hear your water heater kind of kick on, right? Mm-hmm. But once you do know the position of that switch, then you just run it for the length of time you need to get your water warm and then turn it back off, which is great because it saves so much electricity.
Okay.
So this is your off-grid solar, let's just say solar house. 4 panels on the top, anywhere between 320 to 350 watts, right, per panel. So what's that, 12, what's that, about 1,400 watts? Yeah. So they can generate up to about 14 colors. Now there is some, now you know about solar, right? So out of 350 watts on a panel, you're probably going to max out at what, about 280?
You can get about 320.
Can you?
It depends on the temperature outside and the sun.
Okay.
But you get about 80 to 85% efficiency with
80 or 85% efficiency
Okay.
on a panel. So you don't get the full 350.
Okay.
You might get 320 like he said. So you're getting 369, at least 1,300 watts per hour in feeding these batteries, which he's got 2 lithium batteries up there. And this is a front panel that goes across here. But he's got his 2 batteries. And in here, as you can see, it's generating 100%. Now this is $25,000 house, Amanda.
Yeah.
And you open this, got some vent for you can feel the heat coming out of there a little bit. Open this up.
Okay.
There's your charge control, your charger inverter. And we have got also, people are wanting some EMPs. Now we can do that for the DC and the AC and put them on here.
Now what does that mean?
All right, so what I've learned from Lucas,
Okay.
all right, the EMP, and I bet he knows more than I do, is if we have kind of an electronic strike on the house, either through radio waves or through any kind of electronic that would come and deactivate and just destroy everything in the
Like
house.
lightning.
It's a protection agency. protection, and it goes grounded right to the ground in the trailer and everything.
Okay.
So it grounds out for the AC. Everything in here is AC. Now, if you have one for DC, which is your battery and all this, you need one to protect all your solar too.
Is that kind of like a surge protector?
Kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just say that. Yep. So,
Okay.
and you know what? I am not 1% any kind of a technological, how do you say that? I can't even say it.
Technological? Technology.
I drive hammers, man.
That's okay.
I drive hammers, man. God.
But somebody needs a
I
little
drive
baby
nails.
poo.
I need food. God, we haven't hardly eaten. I've eaten a piece of meat here sitting on the trailer.
Can I just say something really quick? I want to do a shout out to Rosina, I think is her name. She bought lunch for everybody. All the guys, everybody. That's what you ate, was that Subway?
Yeah.
She bought Subway for everybody
Ah,
today. So thank you so much, Rosina.
Rosina, I tore off all the bread and ate the meat, and
You
it was
did.
like, that saved me. I was
It
getting
did.
hungry, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
that's
this
it.
is awesome.
But listen, you can't go wrong, man. If you guys have been
No.
waiting for a solar, this house will, like he said earlier, it will actually stay just like this. I mean, you can live with the amount of power that's in here. You don't really even have to worry about too much, even the generator. Now, you got to be conscious of your consumption. But my goodness, I get 10,000 watts.
Now this special is only on until October 31st. Everybody's got to take heed of
Yes,
that.
we're doing it for cost. We're trying to sell. And if we sell 100 homes, I don't know why I use my fingers, but if we use 100 homes inside that right there, we're going to pull out one of those names for every 100 homes we sell.
Yep.
We're going to pull out a name and you win another Incred-I-Box.
Okay.
For every 100, and I'm doing that till the end of the year.
Okay.
My goal is 1,000 homes. I want to give away 10 homes.
Right.
Please, let's see what we can do.
Okay.
So 100, pull out a name, 100, pull out a name, 100, pull out a name. So you all that are registering to sell these homes, remember that if you register and get your 4-digit number and you sell a house, you get a $500 check. And I had a lady ask me the other night, she goes, well, if I sell 20, I get an Incred-I-Box, right? And I said, yeah. And she goes, and then that's it? I know. What do you mean?
What do you mean? There.
No, I
Sell
said,
some more.
I said, sell 20, sell 20, sell 20,
Sell
sell
more,
20.
sell more,
I said, if
sell
you sell
more.
100, I'll give you 5 of them.
Yeah.
5 Incred-I-Boxes.
Yeah.
Is that not crazy?
Yeah.
You guys can do this. Now, if you find investors, I'm working with the city, any city you think. Go out there and ask them if you can get Incred-I-Boxes in people's backyards.
Exactly.
That way they've already got a place for people to put them. So if you find somebody says, I don't know where, I'm retired and I don't know where to live. Well, we got you one down in southern Phoenix, Arizona, and park it for $500 a month.
Yeah. And think about it.
Done.
And if you're a sales rep, you got to sell.
You've
It's
got to
not-
come
you
up,
do- you can't
think
say,
outside
hey,
the box.
Just call them. No, don't call us. You sell it.
Yeah.
Sell it. Get your $500. Get them $500 off and sell.
I would team up with other salespeople
Sure.
and say, hey, why don't we buy one, use it for a model, and rotate it between 10 of us, right? And you guys can use it at shows and all kinds of, there's winery shows out in California. They're having big RV shows in Pennsylvania, Florida,
A
Arizona.
lot of the salespeople are getting creative, so it's just starting.
You've got to
so.
get crazy on this stuff, man. Yeah,
Okay.
so, all right, off-grid right here, solar. Now the solar for $5,000, 25 grand, only comes with one battery. We suggest you buy the second battery, then you can drive it like you stole it.
And
for
let
sure.
us know before you show up, because we don't just have them readily available. You have to get
Yeah.
it. It's got to be set up and everything.
Don't just show up.
And make sure you schedule your pickup, and
Yeah.
also the we are certified.
ANSI certified.
ANSI certified. You're going to have
Hey,
that right there on
And
the
I wanted to tell you, there are some people that are texting me, calling me, because I put my name out there on the internet, all right? And they're texting and calling me a lot, and I so love talking and texting and all that. But as you can see, we have been nonstop, and my days are like this, constantly, Amanda's are like this. But I just wanted to say, even though I would love to get to see you and talk to you and you're driving by, I just apologize because we barely have time. We got to run. We got stuff going on. I would love to say hi to you. If you're in, give me a text. Let me know you're in town. I probably will only get with you for 5 or 10 minutes because we don't have time to go to lunch. We haven't even eaten today, and it's 3 o'clock now. And that's fine. This is where our life is. We're excited about what we do. We're excited about getting this business going, right? So I just want to say thank you for all your nice texts and wanting to meet and wanting to get together. We just don't have time right now, you
Right.
know?
And
So,
the best way to get a hold of us, the quickest way is email. We've got
Email.
Tyler who just started
Yes.
doing phone calls and emails. If you cannot get us through the phone call, do not call Randy. Do not text Randy.
Yeah.
Do not get a hold of Randy and say, I can't get a hold of anyone. Email us.
Yep.
We will get back to you. You got to give us time.
I got 14 texts.
Do not call Randy.
I just got 14 texts, and I just cleared them out 30 minutes ago.
We can't,
and I
yeah.
can't. And when I clear them out, I'm like, oh man, I got to go back and I got to remember because I was
We
reading
need
it, and I was like, ah.
The biggest thing is that we need the documentation. What do you need? How can we help you? So we can direct it to
Yeah.
either Will and Becky,
to
Tyler, or to Alyssa, or whoever needs that
Yeah.
information. Email us, info@incredibletinyhomes.com.
And
Easiest
listen,
way.
I'm glad my number's been out there because there's been some things that people weren't able to find out or whatever and that. But you know what? We have people in charge, people in place that will help.
Yes.
All right. So just sometimes your emails don't come through, believe it or not. Even though you emailed, you say, well, try again. And try again in a call, okay? Believe it or not, I've tried to call the office and I couldn't get through just being up here because we're getting calls all the time in.
Right.
So just be patient with us, guys.
be patient,
We are just like what you see.
We're
all
still
right?
a small company. We got a lot going on, but we're still a small company.
Mom and pop.
Mom, pop. Okay, I know.
Who's the mom and pop?
I'd like to know who they are. I'd like to know what family it is. What family-owned company is this? I'm sure I know.
I gotta go.
Gotta go.
Bye. See ya.